Okay, just a second.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another session today. This is Afrin Kandapur, your host, like every day. So we have Tanvir Bhaiya with us, and we have a very special student, which is Hasib Abir. Hasib Abir with us. So we have him. He's a special case with us. He has a different story to share with you all. So we're going to know about him. What are the things he did? What are the thing? Which university he's going to be joining in, and what are the things he need to go through with? So welcome, Hasib Abir. Welcome to today's session. Hopefully you will be able to share your journey with us. So congratulations on receiving
Thank
your
you.
Bachelor's of Communication offer letter with 30% scholarship at, no, I don't believe so, that's 30%. Okay, it's Murdoch University with the
Yeah.
recent visa grant,
25%.
25%, right? Yes, okay, sorry about that.
Yes.
25% scholarship at Murdoch University on the Dubai campus with a recent visa granted as well. So it's a different story. Everybody might be a little bit confused why we are talking about the Dubai campus and all, but we're going to know about that. It's a little different, as I mentioned from the very first. So we're going to know about that. So let's start with your feelings. I believe you're going to be joining the campus very soon. So how are you
Very
feeling
soon,
right now?
yes.
Yes.
Well, you can only imagine how I must be feeling after receiving and getting my admission, also my visa. I must say this is undoubtedly a momentous occasion and a testament to me and also Tanvir Bhaiya's hard work, dedication, and talent. Getting admission in Murdoch UAE is a significant milestone in my life, and at this moment, I'm going through lots of emotion right now: excitement, joy, and of course, a sense of accomplishments.
That's great. Definitely, you should. So, can you tell me a little bit about your bachelor's degree that you're going to be going with? It's relatable communication, right? So, can you
Yeah,
tell me why did you choose this degree or this course itself for yourself?
the Bachelor of Communication is an undergraduate degree program that focuses on the study of communication theories, media, and various forms of communication in society. This program is designed to equip students with the knowledge and skills necessary for careers in various communication related fields. For example, social media, um, news media,
Yes.
newspaper, news anchor,
Sort of
and it
communicating
goes on and
everyone,
on.
right?
Yes,
Yes. Different sort of tools itself. So yes, definitely that's a very
indeed.
important thing nowadays. And I believe that's have a very good future for you. So I believe that you have been chosen for the Dubai campus for the university, right? So can you just
Yes.
share a little bit about the whole journey that you went through? Why did you choose that other than going to Australia? What are the things that you want to share with us?
Well, um, let me keep it short. I was born in Saudi
Yeah, sure.
Arabia, so I'm really used to the Arabian culture,
Oh,
and I
that's great.
have family
Yeah.
members there. So I did apply to Australia, and before that, Canada, and most of us know not everyone gets lucky, and I did had some
Oh, yeah.
issues with my documents. So
Mm,
even after going too far, too close
mm.
after getting the admission, I didn't get the visa, so I didn't stop there.
Yeah, definitely you
I
should.
was I was so close to lose hope, and then Tanvir Bhai was there for me. Says, "Don't give up. Life has just
Yeah.
begun." So and then I did some research on Murdoch, and then I saw it's so close to me in the UAE. So after Tanvir Bhai helping me with going through the admission and all the other stuff, I did make some research. Murdoch has academic reputation, lots of program offering, faculty and research opportunities. The location so close to Burj Khalifa. It's located in the heart of Dubai Knowledge Park.
Oh,
Also, the
that's
campus
great.
facilities, relevant extra curriculum activities, scholarship,
Mm,
and financial aid.
yeah.
So
So everything
I
went
didn't
well
s-
with you. Yeah.
I didn't waste
That's
any more time and got my offer letter and then admission and now visa.
That's great. Oh, that speaks for you that since you have been living very close to those countries, so it's going to be more
Yes,
beneficial for you to be going there. So very good job. Thank you
indeed.
so much for expressing that out for us. So you talked about Murdoch University a little bit. You talked about where it is situated, why you chose that university itself. So did you look into
Yes.
other universities other than Murdoch University for yourself in Dubai or any other place?
Uh, I did try. to work with the application in University of Wollongong,
Oh, with the
same
woman.
Australian university, but they have a procedure where you have to apply for an application because UOW in Dubai is under the Dubai government,
Yes.
Emirati government, and they have to follow up with some documentation. Like because I have diploma background,
Oh, okay.
they were kind of confused about that.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
I didn't
Everything.
want to waste any more time on that.
Yeah, definitely you shouldn't. Yes, so there is always a way out. So you chose
Yes,
that out.
yes,
Very smart of you. So I believe Murdoch University went well with all your situations and
yes,
everything
yes,
and
yes, and they are
all
very
the,
helpful.
yes, very helpful as well. So very good job. Very good job. Thank you so much for your words here. I believe you're a very smart person. So choosing your way out is the way always. There's always ups and downs in life, but whenever you go through it, just choose something that's best for you right now. Don't think
And
about
never
the
give
other
up.
options that you have. Yes, never give up on that as well. Great job. Love the energy of you. So Hasib, let's continue with a little bit with Tanvir. We have Tanvir here as well. You talked
Yes.
about how he helped you out. So can you please share with us the journey that you had with our full team? How was Tanvir service throughout from the very first until the end?
Above and beyond. Words can describe, as they say. He always
Wow.
took care of me over the phone. As they say, brother from another mother. Well, Tanvir Bhaiya worked more than so hard. He always took care of me. Like, are you okay? How are you feeling? Don't give up. Don't be sad.
That's
So
great.
he was the inspiration for me
That's,
being here today.
that's
As I
great.
told you earlier, I was so close to lose hope.
Definitely. There is always
And
something that keeps
yes.
dragging you down. But yes, you need this kind of a person to hold you up there. So I think it's another power from us as well for doing that for him. So let's talk about the overall experience that you had. Could you tell me a little bit, how did you know about Anvir? How did you get the references and all? Are you satisfied and happy about the service that you got from him and the team? I
Oh,
believe there
yes,
is
I
something
am.
about. Yes,
And I'm
that's
looking forward to work with them and you and Tanvir Bhaiya in the near
that's
future.
great.
I've
Oh,
seen it's been more than a year. I know how you guys work. I've never
no,
seen
that's
anything like this before.
oh, that's great.
My friends asked me how much they charged. I said to them, it's unlike here in my country, Bangladesh. Even if you sneeze, they charge you money. But
That's true. That's true.
Tanvir Bhai, at the beginning, first or second day when we were talking, Tanvir Bhai said, just forget about the money and let's work with
Mm,
the documents. And it's still going on and on.
that's great. So it's been
That's
more
why
than a
I
year
said I
with
can't thank you enough.
him. That's great. Yes, do thank you, ma'am. So you need that those kind of services itself. I believe you're satisfied enough with the services and all. You're
Yes,
happy
I
about.
am.
Yes, that's
Five-star
great.
service, 10 on 10.
10 on 10. Okay, Pat. You got another 10 on 10 there. So since you mentioned about that they didn't charge anything from you, so are you being with the processing for more than a year with him, with the team and all?
Yes,
Like,
yes.
oh, more than a year. Okay, perfect. Then did he charge you anything? Any service charges, anything from the first until today?
No, no. All the
No extra
transaction I've
charges?
done is directly from my bank account to the university, and that's it.
Only the university, right? Great
Yes.
job. Great
He
job.
guided me though,
He guided me.
what to
Okay,
do,
that
what not to do.
yes, I can understand that part. That's great. So can you please tell us a little bit about like how did you get to know about Amrita? Did any of your friend refer him to you? Or did you
Okay. This is
yes,
the best part.
yes. Please do share with us.
I was browsing Facebook
Oh, you got him from Facebook. That's great.
and then I saw his picture like in the Sydney.
Okay,
This
then
guy standing there, and then it begins, the ad, basic Facebook ad. And then I
yeah.
thought, okay, let's give this a try. And trust me when I say this, he replied my text instantly. Hey,
Mm.
brother, how can I help you?
Always there to
And
help
that's
you.
what brought me here today.
Oh, that's great. So would you recommend us or would you refer Tanvir and the team to other people who need this sort of services in future? If you know some kind of a person who needs those help, would you like to refer them?
Already doing.
Already doing it, already on the
Yes,
way, right? You're
yes.
recommending us. That's great. Thank you so much.
Anyone who even talks about Canada, Australia, even New Zealand,
Yes.
I gave them Tanvir Bhai's number with his permission, though. Like, brother, are you free
Yes.
tonight? Someone's gonna call you.
That's great. Thank you for doing so. So, Tanvir, I wanted to share a little bit about the journey that you had with Hasib. So, if you'd like to take it from here and would like to share that special things that you wanted to know, I believe the people wanted to know a little bit about why he chose Dubai over the other countries itself. So, please do take the floor with us.
Yeah, hi, thank you again, Prinapu. And it's good to see Hasib after a long time. I haven't seen her for a while. It's probably second time. I've seen him once on WhatsApp maybe or some other phone call. But it's good to see him after a long time. It's been more than a year. It was a very interesting journey with him, and I took this his case very seriously, and it was a lot of emotions involved in it. Um, Especially his case was very unique, like any other. Everyone has different stories, and it's just a roller coaster journey for him, myself, and his family also, especially his mom and dad and the entire family. So it all started with bachelor degree, University of Wollongong. We went through the whole process, but we had to do that. We had to take that risk, um, especially having some issues. There are a few things. Someone from Bangladesh who completes um, bachelor, like diploma, like 4 years diploma, I believe. So there was an issue with in Australian, the institutions and providers like universities like UOW and others, University of Canberra. There are other universities. I tried few places for him, and just because the diploma program in Bangladesh, they're not very much familiar with this national, that curriculum that they have in Bangladesh. So we had to explain each university in writing and saying that what it means, what are the credits, the curriculum structure, etc. And then finally, the universities started accepting his applications. It was a long journey from our side, and I never gave up actually for him. And finally, the university accepted, including University of Canberra, University of Wollongong, and there was one more, I believe, Swinburne, I guess. And then again, back and forth, long story with universities, a lot of emails, explanations, course outlines, and having visa rejection. He had a US visa rejections recently back then, and that was another thing that had to go through, even declaring. So it was an easy journey for him, having a diploma program, 2 years study gap, and then again one US visa rejection. And I believe he tried few other countries through other agents in Bangladesh. So financially and psychologically, his and his family were not very. They had gone through some difficult stages or moments, I would say, and they didn't guide him properly. And then he ended up having all these rejections for no reason, because his profile was very, very strong. His IELTS was very strong, and his 4 years diploma with a higher grade, like he got a good CGPA from technical board exam. So I don't see why he should. And financially, his father was very sound and solvent. So I don't see any point that you should get rejected from any countries. But unfortunately, the US, I think the selection was not very good. The people who were dealing with him back home didn't probably did the selection was very poor actually, and then the entire process that led him for this rejection, unfortunately. And having that rejection and going forward, with UAW and few other universities and explaining all this, national technical board and all that sort of 4 years degree gaps. Finally, we got through the process, but then again, the visa officer categorically said, because they couldn't find any excuse for him, but they follow certain checklist. I explained to his parents and him that there is always a chance that you may not get the visa just because of having a recent US visa rejection. It's not your fault, but there is always a
That's
little,
how it works.
yeah, because they just go through there is a rejection from US, Canada, or any European countries, a recent one. It doesn't matter how strong your profile is, they will find an excuse, and they will just tick the box and say, look, because that I don't see any reason. Like UOW is a public university, right? And then you have Swindon, you have University of Canberra with one of the top university. And they accepted him actually, his explanations and everything, and his IELTS, the gaps and everything. And I had to explain the 4 years. I think none of the agent back home could convince these universities the 4 years diploma program, because in Australia they don't recognize or even understand our Bangladeshi, the National Technical Board, whatever that is. It's different from HSC, right? So I had to explain them in detail, the total curriculum, course outlines, and how these things works in Bangladesh compared to there are some frameworks, that Australian qualification frameworks, and in Bangladesh, NCV or whatever these terms are, they have to, match those. And then after that, luckily there was an interesting thing. University of Canberra actually gave him a few credits from bachelor degree. So that was an interesting part. But anyway, once he's got rejected, so I believe he was very, mentally and psychologically, it wasn't a very good thing for him after getting the US and right after that UOW and then Australian visa rejection. So he was broken, and then like his father, mother, everyone, and then I had to pull him back from that situation, and like for a month it was obvious. It's hard to explain. It's very emotional thing that, I mean, I can understand what his father went through. His mother, they had a hope, and himself wanted to study and wanted to do something better in his life, and I just didn't wanted to leave him that, okay, 2 rejections and that's it, finish, and you can't do anything, and no one's gonna take risk for him. So just because he had this, the courage and the potential, he just wanted to do something and he wanted to move forward, and he was so weak and down at some point, mentally and emotionally. I tried my best. Then I had to explore other ways so that we can get into an Australian degree, and that's where the Murdoch University came into place. So we found Dubai is one of the vibrant city, and technologically they're very, very advanced. I would say in some cases they're as advanced than Europe, actually, to be honest with you, if I'm not wrong. Like they have this innovative, those things that they invested a lot in technology, innovations, and you name it, and they have an particular zone that is designed for universities, innovations, technology parks. There, some of the things, like more than state-of-the-art technology that they're using. I mean, some of the things we don't have in Australia, actually, to be honest with you, because they've invested so much in those areas, especially in science, technology, and other, those innovative, those resources. I mean, for that sort of things. They're in like 2030. We're in 2023. Like when it comes to academia and resources. So Hasib actually, he didn't give up. So I had to come up with these backup plans. say, look, I said, you're gonna, because his parents were like so broken mentally and emotionally. And they wanted to get him like marriage or some, that sort of thing. So they could get married and get kids and things like that.
Like get settled down, that's
Yeah,
enough.
and I said, look, man, you don't do that right now because you are so young and because of our, the parents, like, I'm not saying anything bad about them or anything. And then I explained their parents, so look, he's a young boy and he's got so much of potential. Let him study, and otherwise you regret because he has so much of potential. And then if he doesn't do what that's his dream, right? And he's very good at technology, and he understood. He has his own Wikipedia page. I never knew that he has a Wikipedia page. How many people have Wikipedia? Like a profile or something.
It
This
got verified by Google, that's why.
Yeah, and then he's very and the way I met him was very different. Anyway, and then finally got him to Dubai Murdoch campus. Our plan is that he will complete 1 year there, and then after that we will transfer him back to the main campus Murdoch. And at that time, I believe, from my past experience, uh, given his profile, his parents' profile, his English, and if we have 1 year, the study, and we'll just do credit transfer. And at that time, I'm confident that the visa officer will not be able to reject his case because it's a very strong case. Like, okay, you proved yourself, you studied 1 year Australian curriculum from Dubai campus, you paid, you passed, and you are going through this credit transfer program internally. So I don't see any point that they will stop him and by that time he'll be very mature in terms of all these visa things. And another good thing is that he was born in that Gulf region with Saudi Arabia. He's very familiar with the local culture, and he has his uncles in Dubai. They're doing some sort of business there and very successful. And it will help him in a way to be with the family and continue his study and to realize his dream. And he wanted to study in communication actually, and doing I think he feels he has this passion about social media and contents, and that's the future, right? In when you look at the current day, computer science or IT is not only about cybersecurity, software engineering, and that sort of things, or networking. It's expanding, and that's something that is way beyond we can even think of that content part or other social media, and that's what we don't know in 5 years time what will happen. So Hasib wants to pursue that particular degree, so that he can become realize his dream actually, and I can see a lot of potential in him, and I believe he wants to he wants to pursue his higher studies right after bachelor, like masters or something. And I believe, yeah, and his dream is to become an entrepreneur, if I'm not wrong, in this field, technological field, and he has that potential. And I have faith on him, and I will see him next year in Australia in the main campus. It's a challenge. I'm gonna do this for him. Okay. So anyway, that's the story, and I believe because I was emotionally connected with his entire family, like his father, his mother, and I know every second, the moment that UOW journey, and then I had to transfer him to the UOW Dubai campus. Didn't work out again, and that was a very bad feeling. I mean, I don't. I mean, his feeling, I can feel what he had to go through about that 6 months, and I was connected with
Hell
him.
on earth.
Yeah, and then the marriage thing came up, and he wanted to commit suicide. He wanted to do this. And seriously, Apu,
those are aside now. Let's not
yeah.
talk about the negativity anymore. That's okay.
So
we're
now
over
he's
that.
he's beginning his journey, and I believe there's a bright future ahead of him. And yeah, he will end up completing an Australian degree either way, whether it's Dubai or completing the second or third year in Murdoch University main campus. And I want to see him here, and I'm taking that challenge for the immigration. That look, I'm gonna make his case so strong to get into this country. and completed his studies, higher studies. Okay. So anyway, that was the story, and I hope his parents are happy and will, support him till end.
Yeah.
So Hasib, do you have anything else to say?
Well, I can't thank you enough. So I'm really looking forward to see you in the near future. Thank
Definitely.
you in person.
No worries. You will be here. Trust me. Our entire team is waiting for you. And some of you opened the group. Remember, Apu, you remember the group
Yes,
that we
yes, yes.
created? He's the
That
one actually
WhatsApp
who
group.
started. I didn't have any group never in my life actually. So the group that
Mhm.
you created, through that group, I think we already have 15 of your friends, old, new, and future one. They're already studying in different countries, in universities. And you were the founder of that group. And even if you
Oh.
couldn't make it,
Founder, father of Tanvir Bhai's future
that group,
students.
that group became like 100 some 40s, the people there, and Apu is also there, and you left and you came back again. I added you again. And we I don't want you to be out of that group, and we wish you all the best. And I will keep in touch, and maybe you never know, I might meet you in UAE at some point in the future.
Yeah.
Habibi, come to Dubai.
Yeah, if Afrinapu goes via UAE, get in touch with Hasib, and he has uncles, his family is there, and I'm sure, and it's very different experience. Dubai has a different experience in terms of technology, in terms of a lot of other things, education. Not only just because they have big buildings and shopping centers, and it's very popular for tourists, food,
Yeah.
but then again, it's Dubai is right now, if you think
Living
about
in
technology,
2030.
2030.
Yeah.
If you don't go, because
One
I
of the
have,
most
yeah.
most
So
advanced country right now. Yeah,
right now,
that's
yeah,
true.
that's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, I will conclude here. I have so much to say, but I don't think the time will permit. But anyway, I'll conclude here, and I wish you all the best, Hasib. And
Okay, well, the same to
yeah,
you.
say hello to your mom and dad, and salam to them. And please continue your studies, and don't give up. And then you'll be here next year.
No,
Okay?
never again.
Yes, hope so.
Yeah.
A special
Okay.
thanks to you to always remember to smile more. You deserve it.
Okay. Yeah. Thank
That's
you.
great to share. That's good to know about it. Thank you, Hasib. Thank you, Tanvir, for sharing all the words with us. I believe this will inspire someone else, and they're going to be continuing their journey as well. You never have to stop where you are right now, even if you think that that's where you should end it. But there's always a way, and you need to find that for yourself. So thank you, Hasib. Thank you for making time for us. I believe you're really busy before you move there. So we wish you the very best for your future endeavor. Congratulations again. Thank you for making time for us today. Thank you, Tanvir,
Thank you
for making
again.
time.
No worries.
Yes, most
Thank you, Apu,
welcome.
and okay. Thank you, Apu, and thank you, Hasib. And don't lose hope.
Peace.
Okay, that's good. Okay, and before you leave, give me a call. Okay. All
Give
right.
you a
I'll
what?
give me a call
Of course, of
before
course.
you leave. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and keep in touch. Yeah. Thank you again. I'll conclude this. Our conference here or interview. All the best again.
Thank you.